started the sign business in 1976. I've been involved with signs since 1972. Started out as a sign painter. I learned how to hand paint, and that's what I did for the first at least 10 or 12 years. And in the last 10 years or so, we've really gotten into doing more electrical work, neon signs. There's nothing that you can do that can catch the intensity of neon. You know, it's such a pure advertising form, it's hard to ignore it. And then you get, you know, historically, it started in about, I think they brought neon to the United States in about 25.
The old highway route that ran through Tucson, Miracle Mile, Oracle, Drachman, Stone, South 6, and Benson Highway, was the pairing of two cross-country routes, 80 and 89. And starting in the 1930s, after the introduction of neon signs, hotels and restaurants began installing these signs to lure customers off of the freeway and compete with each other. Today, as we look and we conduct surveys and really look at how many of these signs exist, there's less than about 125 that are still extant in the community. They are certainly worthy of preservation because they provide so much character and so much distinctive charm in our city.
I was working in my studio one day a couple years ago and started getting phone calls. The old lantern sign is coming down. The old lantern sign is coming down. So I now have the old lantern in my backyard. The Pima County Historical Commission has put together a subcommittee which is working on revisions to the City of Tucson sign code to preserve historic landmark signs. Right now, the way the code works, the historic signs tend to be out of compliance. They're either too big or they're located in places that today you couldn't put a sign. So we're looking for ways to let them restore the signs and either keep them in place or move them someplace more appropriate. I think of historic signs as kind of folk art. You know, they're regionally specific because they were for businesses that were in the area. So it's important to save what's left of the examples that are still out there.